So hello guys, welcome back to my channel Social Onespot. This is an educational channel where I'll be explaining chapters from class 9 to class 12. And in the last video, we discussed the chapter of the French Revolution. It was the part 1 of the chapter, and now we are doing the part 2. Yes, we are out with this part 2. I'll be uploading every video on Saturdays. So in the last video, we learned the condition of France before the revolution, the French society, the increase in taxes, the types of taxes, and struggle to survive for the third estate. And in this video, the topics which we are going to cover is the emergence of middle class in the 18th century, the philosophers, the spread of their ideas. There was a further increase in taxes. We'll be discussing that also, the further increase in taxes and the estate general meetings. Now let's go with our first topic. Our first topic is emergence of middle class. The 18th century, there was an emergence of middle class. It happened through trade and manufacturing goods which made them wealthy. This gave third estate a chance to get educated, which paved the way for the arrivals of the philosophers. The ideas of freedom, equality, and opportunities for all became popular in the society. Now we will be discussing the topic the philosophers. Now we'll be discussing mainly three philosophers, John Locke, Rousseau, and Montesquieu. So let's go with John Locke. He wrote the book Two Treatises of Government. What it did state? It stated that it denied the doctrine of divine and the absolute right of monarch. Then what is doctrine of divine? It means the privileges which were enjoyed by the first estate and the second estate by birth, they should be cancelled and there should be no absolute right of the monarch. There should be democracy in fact. Rousseau proposes a form of government based on a social contract between people and their representatives. As this we have in the democracy, we all know that. Now next one is the Montesquieu. He wrote the book The Spirit of Laws. We all know the three powers of the government, legislature, executive and judiciary, but we don't know how did it come from. So yes, its origin is the French Revolution and its ideology came from Montesquieu. It proposed a division of power within the government between the legislature, executive and judiciary. So now we have understood about the philosophers and their ideologies. The first one here is Mr. Montesquieu, who wrote The Spirit of Laws and gave the ideology of legislature, judiciary, and executive. The second one is Rousseau, who told about the social contract between the people and their representatives, in fact, the king and the people. Third one is Mr. John Locke, who wrote the book The Two Treatises of Government and denied the doctrine of divine and also the absolute right of monarch. Now let's go to our next topic, which is the spread of their ideas, how their ideas were spread. The ideas of these philosophers were discussed on public places like shops and etc. Some public meetings were also conducted to spread their ideas. Now their ideas were gaining popularity among the people. People also understood that how unfair their king or monarch was and how unjust his taxation policies were, and they became angry against the king. Now there was a further increase in taxes which made them more angry and angry. The monarch did not have the power to impose the taxes or increase the taxes. What am I saying? Yes, he did not have. Now let us discuss why he did not have and what did he do to increase the taxes. He had to call a meeting of the general estate. What is general estate? The general estate is a political body to which three estates send their representatives. It consisted of 300 members of the first estate. The second estate also had 300 members, and the third estate had 600 members. See how unjust they were. The 10% population consisted of the first estate and the second estate, and only 10% population has 600 representatives, and 90% of the others have only 600. So it's very unjust. Don't take it as third estate has more of them. And the first estate and the second estate always agreed with what king said, because what king said had their profits in themselves. If the proposal put up by the king was passed by the general estate, then only the taxes would be increased by the king. Yes, the estate general meeting. This meeting was called on 5th May 1789. Remember this date properly. The first estate and second estate sent their 300 representatives each. Third estate sent their 600 representatives. The third estate demanded one member, one vote. It's right, right? But no, the voting policy was one estate, one vote. This proposal was rejected by the king, and this made the third estate angry, and they left the hall. Now there will be a question. Now please answer that who wrote the book Spirit of Laws? All have discussed about this in the previous slides. Yes, your answer is right. It's option A, Montesquieu. The Spirit of Laws was written by Mr. Montesquieu, which gave the idea of differentiation of powers of government in three divisions: the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. And now there's a homework question. When was the meeting of General Estate called? Tell the answer in the comment section. Please subscribe our channel as it gives us extra motivation. Hit the like button if you like the video, and share it with more people so they can know about my channel. So thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Goodbye.